What's up, everybody? Welcome back to My Twisted Life in TV. This is Poetry. I am here for a summary of Greenleaf for the last 2 weeks. It's not going to be a full recap because I don't remember blow by blow. So I'm just going to kind of go through what the characters got going on. And we're going to go from there. So let's start by age. Little baby Nathan. Let's start by age. Little baby Nathan is finally getting to spend a lot more time with his mama. She home. And I'll explain to you shortly why she home. But yeah, she home now. Now, I saw last night on Twitter, half of the Greenleaf viewers asking, ain't baby Nathan 4 or 5 years old by now? Y'all keep forgetting, this is TV time. I know the show been on the air 5 years, but Nathan ain't 5 years old. Grace only been home 3 years. She just killed Mac a year ago. So, you know what I'm saying? She just did this. So, no, baby Nathan ain't 4 or 5. The age he is his actual age. Okay? Because Charity didn't happen until late into season 2. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that covers Nathan's story. Next story, Winky. Jacob Jr., known to y'all as Winky. No storyline. Little boy wasn't seen on the show again in the past 2 weeks. Other than going fishing with his daddy that one time, you know what I'm saying? Other than that, Winky ain't really been around. He ain't got no storylines. He just a little boy. He must be the producer's son or something like that. Because he don't have any type of real significance to the storyline. He's cool with Jasmine from Power. You know what I'm saying? They just sit back in the cut and wait their time. No storyline. Next in age group, Sophia. Sophia's still dealing with whether or not she won't Dante back. That's pretty much what it is. She feeling all heartbroken and embarrassed about the fact that, you know, the titty pic is all out there. He still ain't answering her calls. He's still ignoring her. You know, and after she got her butt whooped by Miss Nikki Baby, you know, I'm surprised that he ain't called her up and say, hey, you all right? No, because he was that type of dude. Now, Dante was still supposed to be coming around the house to do business with Carissa. Now, he came, according to the show and to the editing, he came to that house and had that meeting. Sophia wasn't going no damn where. She ain't got no job. She ain't been going to church. She ain't gone off to college yet. When she went to college, y'all, that was for a summer program. She was not in the fall semester. My daughter went to a summer program in college like 4, 5, 6, 7, 11 times. So, you know what I'm saying? All while she was in middle school and high school. Sophia is not in college yet. She was a little bit more advanced. She's a year behind Zora. Zora is supposed to be in her freshman year of college right now. Let's clear that up. So, Dante came to the house. We didn't get to see it. But Carissa said she had the meeting with Dante. And Sophia didn't see Dante at all. Dante bold enough to still come to the house where Sophia lived and still be ignoring her. But you know what I'm saying? That's just me. I'm being a little bit particular. I guess a little pointing out some stuff in this particular episode. I guess is what I'm doing. All right. So let's move on to the next oldest. Zora. Ain't got no storyline. I don't know what's going on with Zora. Zora has absolutely no storyline this season. She ain't even really playing a good supporting actress. She just there. She played her and her brother, Jacob Jr., Wanky, is really in the same role. They make an appearance. At least Zora drop a couple lines. You know, now she's 100% Team Sophia since Sophia, you know, lost her virginity. But other than that, she ain't got no real storyline. What happened to Miss Nikki Baby making a pass at her? We just gonna let that story drop. We ain't gonna develop it more. We really didn't get to see the budding friendship that her and Miss Nikki Baby had. It's a train going by, y'all, and it's blowing its horn. So Zora ain't really got no storyline. Now in this particular episode, Zora, who is only 18 right now, learns some news about her parents. And she been suspecting that there's been trouble in the waters all this time. She thought she kept hinting at the fact they was gonna have a divorce. She kept saying all this stuff. Now it comes to find out a divorce is really happening. They're gonna really happen. So she in her teenage feelings, because she only 18, but she in her teenage feelings. So now she mad at the world. She truly mad at Jacob. Says she been watching all her doggone life him cheating on her mama, and she personally sick of it. And he is the reason that this family is being torn apart. Now they still gonna bite the bullet and bite their tongue on what caused Jacob to really go through this right now, or what he is catapulting him to go through this divorce right now. They still want to keep her innocence pure, even though everything with the wheel is out there in the open now. You know what I'm saying? They're no longer hanging the wheel over Jacob's head. Okay. That's Zora's storyline though. AJ. Well, y'all know AJ confessed that he was sexually violated and had HIV to Grace. He didn't want to talk about it. He went and told Sophia, and then he told Grace, and he said he didn't want to talk about it no more. Well, we open up. Noah in the room now. So not only do Grace told Noah, the man who AJ never met. When he walked into that hospital room, that was AJ's first time ever laying eyes on Noah. And now, the man I ain't never met in life, Grace done told this man that I got HIV. I barely trust you, mama. And you gonna tell my daddy. Well, the doctor is in there talking to them like AJ is a 2-year-old. I'm not understanding why they keep treating AJ like he's a 2-year-old. They talking to them about his care and what they're gonna do once release him. Now, just yesterday episode, the last episode, the doctor was telling Grace and them it's gonna be AJ's decision whether or not he won't even see y'all. He a grown ass man. He 24. Okay, that's what she just told him. Now this week, she in there discussing with them what y'all gonna do about his care. He really needs both parents to be around. Yada yada this, yada yada that. She talking to them like he's a 2-year-old. He was just so fucking reluctant to even share what was wrong with him in the first place. Now all of a sudden, the doctor is dipping and diving and giving all his medical information. What to do as far as his release. I can't see AJ just all of a sudden turning around saying, okay, just let them know everything. I just been so secretive for the past few days. I didn't want to talk about it at all. Now it's day fucking 4. Go on, tell him about it. My heart has changed. It don't make sense to me. But okay. He can go into a rehab if he wants to. That's what the doctor recommends. He needs to be in total isolations. He went through a 72-hour period. We didn't hear nothing about the psych eval. The brother needs psychiatric care. I'm telling you. Okay, but still, we didn't hear nothing about that. So, he says he want to go home with Noah. With Noah, of all people. But the reason why he want to go home with Noah is because Grace won't shut the hell up. He know that now the Grace gonna keep talking about this HIV non-stop. And he don't want to hear it. So he want to go to the person that don't know shit about him and live with him. The one who lived with his mama. He ain't even got no place of his own, ain't even got no job. That's where he want to go. He want to get out of the state and go there. I guess he want to, seem a little bit more a normal lifestyle, because he tells Sophia later on in episode 5 that this lifestyle here, this estate, grown ass people living with their mom and daddy, still living at home, this ain't normal. And a couple of people on Twitter was agreeing with that. This ain't normal. Yeah, Jacob and Charity, they need to get the hell out of their parents' house. What about Grace? Y'all don't want Grace to get out the parents' house? This is what I say about that shit there. Black people, we as black people, if we have that type of wealth and we have the means to keep our family all intact under one roof, everybody got their own fucking wing. Not just their room, they got their own wings. Why not? Why is it an issue for us to do that? Rich white folks do it all the time. And that's how they keep being rich white folks. They keep the money in the family because they do it all the time. We as black people, every time our child grow up, as soon as they turn 17.9, we want to kick them out the house. They on their own. You ain't taught them no financial responsibility. They ain't got no set job. They probably still working at White Castles. White Castles pay good. White Castles pay better than most fast food places. Plus, they got good dental benefits and IRAs and shit like that. Okay, we're going to go somewhere else. They probably working at Subway. They doing something. They in street clean. They doing something. Flipping burgers at McDonald's. They doing something still that they was doing when they was 17. But we want to kick them out the house at 18. They don't have a full education. Their minds ain't fully developed. They can't even legally drink. But here we are, just booting them out the door. And that's what AJ think is what's right. Not necessarily what's the norm, because that is the norm. I just don't understand why black people do that. And it's mainly black people in America. Go to these other countries. A lot of it do it just for the sole purpose of not having the financial means to do better. But you got families of 10 still in a household together, supporting each other, unifying with one another, taking care of each other. But here in America, we like 17.9 years old, hit the door. But that's the advice that he gave Sophia. I don't even know how they got to that point. She crying about the titty pics on the internet. She want all of them to be gone and deleted. I guess it's still being shared some doggone where. And her and Zora still having a debate about whether or not she want to get Dante back, and you deserve better than that, yada yada this, yada yada that. And that's all Sophia I want to live with you and Zora. That's all I want. First of all, Noah don't even live there no more. AJ don't live there no more. He live with his daddy now. But she want to live with Zora and AJ. And AJ tell her, look here, we can all live together if that's what you want. But at some point, you still gonna have to grow the hell up. This ain't normal. Living there with your parents, not getting out of your parents or your grandma's house ain't normal. You're gonna have to grow up eventually. You're gonna have to grow up there, and you're gonna have to still live with your sorry self when it happened. People on the internet thought he dropped some wise wisdom. AJ didn't say shit. You, the main person who been walking around for the past couple weeks, all in your motherfucking feelings, acting like a little damn child. And you got the nerve to tell Sophia she need to grow the fuck up at age 17. And yes, she's 17, y'all. Just again, when she lost her ovaries, baby girl had just turned 16. It's only a year later. She's a year younger than Sophia. Than Zora. But that's the advice that AJ wants to give, right? And I just don't understand why everybody is tiptoeing around this motherfucker. I just don't get it. I don't get it at all. And AJ claiming he's sticking around just for Sophia. Bishop, I don't even know how we got her. Bishop was telling AJ, they was talking about broken people. That's a good way to say it. You know, they had a Sunday service at the house in episode 5, and Carissa and Jacob was still arguing through the Sunday service, and they was arguing now after the service was over, and AJ was telling Bishop, well, some people just like to be broken, or some people just like to break things. Maybe that's what it is. You know, some people like to break things, not necessarily because they want to hurt someone or somebody else. They want to break things just because they want to see what it's like on the inside. I used to do that. I used to take apart shit just to see what the inside looked like. I understand that. I didn't understand how that related to Carissa and Jacob. Carissa and Jacob want to hurt each other. They wasn't doing shit just to see. Well, Carissa was doing it. I do not think that Carissa wanted the divorce in the end. In the beginning, when she got with pretty boy Floyd, when she started to sleep with him, and then she decided to look into the house and see if she could get that house, and this, that, and third, Carissa was trying to hurt Jacob. She was trying to hurt him. She wasn't just trying to see what was going to happen. She wasn't just trying to see what was going to happen. If she hadn't got burnt by pretty boy Floyd, then she probably would have kept on messing around with him. It felt good to her. It felt good to her soul. It felt good to her cooch. It felt good to her. But anyway, so I didn't understand how that statement, I did like what he said, but it didn't relate to me, to Jacob and Carissa. But if y'all think it relates, y'all drop that down in the comment section. Okay, I'm finna merge, Mr. Sir, because I do it around here. So, think how am I late again? I've been left the house. I've been driving. I ain't really got stopped by nothing. I'm still almost late. And it's gonna freaking rain again. Dog it. I've been getting rained on again for the last 3 days. So, that's AJ's story. Next in line, Charity. What I got going on with Charity? I don't even know. I think I got notes over there. Charity still walking around the church at odds with No Booty Judy and Phil. Phil ain't got her back. Not now, none of the time. Not now, none of the time. This whole argument this time, this is episode 4 and 5 combined, is about a presentation at the church. No Booty Judy wants to show some slideshow about where the church is going, while Charity is giving her welcome. To the AP, giving the welcome. You know, that's what they want to do. Charity feels they should be showing a slideshow of the good times, where the church came from. Nobody understands why they want to do that. Nobody agrees. They think it's going to be a terrible idea. So, Charity gets into the argument with Judy, No Booty Judy, and with Phil, and Grace is on the outside ear hustling. From this conversation, Grace says, my sister ain't getting no respect around her. But my sister's still standing up. She's a fucking Greenleaf. Your sister's the reason why y'all ain't got the fucking church. I just don't understand how all of a sudden now y'all so in love and so forgiving of Charity. I missed the whole scene. They edited out the whole part where Grace had this come to Jesus moment. The same way they did with Lady May, had this come to Jesus moment. And all of a sudden, they opening Charity back up with open arms. They welcoming her back with open arms. I missed that part. But Gigi down there, because Gigi's saying, look her, look her, look her, look her. We got a plan to save this church. I know they finna bulldoze it on Tuesday. But me and Darius found out some information, and I need you to go all in with us. I see how they treat you, sis. Charity listening with open ears, you would think on the tail end of being dehumanized and humiliated by not only No Booty Judy, by the man that you claim that you love. And why she's still trying to hold on to this love? Why she's still fighting so hard for this love from a man who is clearly disrespecting her and continuously disrespecting her on a day by day. He not being manipulated into his disrespect. That's you. That's him. He's doing that to you. No Booty Judy said, yes, he got to marry me. My daddy said, you got to marry me. So he gonna marry her. But if he really was not still part of the plan, behind closed doors, he would still treat you with some kind of decency and respect. But behind closed doors, Charity, he's still Team Nobody Judy and Bob Whitmore. He's still Team. Why are you fighting so hard for this, girl? Why are you fighting so hard for this? But she told Grace, no, I don't think I can be a part of that. I can't be a part of that. I got my job here. I like it here. I'm gonna rise. I got a plan to rise above Nobody Judy and Phil, and I'm gonna preach. I got a plan. So now I don't want to be on board with that shit. Okay. Well, I can't remember at this point, at the particular point, Grace mentions the fact that, you know, Phil's daddy, Mr. Shabazz. I don't remember she mentioned that at all, but I know she mentioned Edenvale, Linden, and this, that, and the third. I remember she mentioned that. And you know, Charity trying to sit and hold on to that information, but later on she gets into another argument with Nobody Judy and Phil again, because she wants to take the presentation idea, the slideshow idea, to Connie. And Connie, like, since when did you start asking my opinion? She said, well, you know, I already took it to the pastor and his new upcoming missus, and they didn't agree. So I was seeing what you felt about it. You the head of the deacon board. Well, Connie, like, well, if they didn't agree, I don't agree either. What made you think Connie was going to be on your team? She didn't even want you there. She didn't want none of the Greenleafs in the building. Remember? Okay. Like Judy said, Judy came to her later and said, did you go talk to Connie behind my back? You know, all this shit you and your family got going on. Your uncle was, you know, touching girls up here in the building. You know, your daddy got the building by trying to kill somebody. All this stuff was going on. And you think that going back down that salty memory lane is good when we still got open wounds? No. And I don't like the fact that you disrespected me by going to talk to Connie. So you fired. But Charity say, I can't be fired. Not by you. She said, girl, you forget who my daddy is. My daddy is Bob Whitmore. And when I say go, go, you're fired. So Charity run her ass in there to talk to Phil, who, like I said, is Team Judy, Nobody Judy. He's still. And Phil said, well, she right. You can't just be undermining us every chance that you get. What kind of leadership is that saying? What is that saying about us as leaders? If if we keep allowing it to happen. Again, you ain't even married to Nobody Judy at this time. You probably ain't gonna even preach your damn self, Pastor Dumas. You know what I'm saying? So he said, you know, what she says stands. What Nobody Judy says stands. So in other words, Charity, you fired. Charity said, oh no, I don't get fired. These titties, you ain't gonna never see again. Ever. I didn't understand what the titties had to do with anything. But these titties right here, you ain't gonna never see again. She walked out and said, my black ass quit. Charity, you've been fired, girl. You fired. You didn't quit. It's so funny when I heard people say that on TV, and they tell people they've been told they've been fired, and they come back, you can't fire me. I quit. No, bitch, you've been fired. You've been fired. Okay. Later on, she tell the rest of the family that no, she quit. She was tired of them, tired of their shenanigans, tired of games. No, Charity, you just went there and tried to fight for your job with Phil Dumas. You just tried to do that. And he agreed with Judy that you should be fired. So you quit. That's what happened. No, So now she all in on whatever the plan is with Grace and them. So, Jacob. We already know that Jacob had already went down there and talked to Tara. And opened up this can of worms. Tara talking to somebody on the phone. A lot of people think it's Basie. They don't think Basie dead. I think it's Rochelle. And now the family know. The family finally know that Jacob done went down there and had this conversation with her. Then they finally sitting down with Aaron, who, by the way, he probably fit into this lineup as far as the age is concerned. He feeling left out. He realized that he just being used as part of the family. Like he really ain't got no other role than being used. And why you just don't come out and tell everybody to grace your sister? That's what I want to have happen. Let's add some more salt to the wounds for me. That's what I want to have happen. But that ain't gonna happen. So he go down there and get over here. Why you hitting your brakes though? Ain't nobody in front of you. I'm getting behind you and he hit his brakes. Dumbasses. Dumbass peoples. Okay. Don't you dare bring your bitch ass over here. Yes, this person right here. So, Jacob. Carissa finally tell him, look here, I don't want a divorce. That's all you got to do is drop this shenanigans. Drop this shenanigans altogether. And I forgot how Lady Mae found out about the divorce. I don't remember. But, because they talked about the will. They was talking about the will and how everything came out and how Carissa was trying to blackmail them and this, that, and other. And Aaron ain't sure if they really got a leg to stand on, but he said Bishop should go down there and talk to Tara. Apologize, make peace. In the meantime, Lady Mae say we finna go get this hussy out of my house, Carissa. So, Carissa had that conversation with Lady Mae. Carissa tell Lady Mae, look here, your son been cheating on me forever. Forever, ever. He was cheating on me with this person, that person, Alexa, and some other maid that was there before Marisol. Jacob was cheating. He been cheating. So, now Lady Mae feels some kind of way. She go in there and tell Jacob, you need to go apologize to your wife. You out here hooping and hollering around, putting your little pee-wee and everything, and she do it one doggone time. Jacob said, you don't understand, mama. You ain't that type of woman. Yes, she is. Not only is your mama that type of woman, she had a whole baby out of it. A whole baby out of it. And been carrying that lie around for 40 years. She's about to run off and marry her entanglement. So Lady Mae feeling convicted. Apologize to that woman and take her back. Jacob a grown-ass man. Why I gotta listen to my mama tell me about who I want to be with? Now Jacob done did some dog-ass shit. He done did some dog-ass shit to Carissa. I ain't gonna even lie. Jacob go in there and he was finna apologize, or he came in there and talked to her, and Carissa gonna tell him what he need to say. So all you need to say is, you sorry, and I drop everything. You need to say these exact words. I'm sorry for all the years of fucking you over. And I couldn't forgive you this one doggone time. And what she's saying is what she really want to hear. But at the same time, this is another way of Carissa being controlling to Jacob. Look here. Jacob been an infidel all these damn years, y'all. All this time. There is nothing that he really wants to give or has left to give for this relationship. There is something that obviously has to be off with this marriage for him to continuously step out. Something in him that's not being fulfilled, that he has to continuously step out on his wife. It's time for him to go. Plus, he got Tasha Skanks on his mind. He got Tasha Skanks on his mind, y'all. So, he like, no. But he told her, I'm fighting for custody of my child. So you and your lawyers can hang that shit up. Winky gonna be with me. We're gonna get part-time custody, something like that. I guess it's gonna be him, Winky, and Tasha Skanks. So I'm gonna come back, y'all, with the rest, because this is a summary. This is giving y'all a brief summary, brief breakdown. That's how I'm gonna do the rest of this. I'm gonna do the rest of it on the way home later on today, and we're gonna talk about Gigi. We're gonna talk about the Bishop and Lady Mae and what's really going on with them and they roles and how everything else is playing a part. I think I got everything covered by Jacob right now. Ain't nothing else really going on with Jacob. Like I say, he told Zora about it. And Carissa was like, I'm taking part of the blame, part of the fault. Because Zora was putting all of it on her daddy. Like, my daddy ain't shit, he ain't been shit. I've been knowing about him cheating forever. It's been right in front of my eyes. I've been knowing that. So it's your fault, daddy. You the one breaking up this happy home. It would never happen. He's like, you should have let my mama go years ago. They should have. They should have divorced years ago. I agree with that. But yeah, like I said, they keeping it hush hush on what Carissa actually did. And so she moving. Like I said, he went there to try to apologize and he couldn't do it. He's like, no, Mom, I can't. She got to, I can't. We can't do this no more. I can't. So, yeah, that's that. That's the first summary of the Greenleaf storylines, and we're going to get back to it in a separate video about what's going on with the rest of these folks. I will talk to y'all later. Y'all have a good day. Like, comment, share, and subscribe.